want to talk about belligerent?
That's
Okay.
just what I do.
What? No, because I never interviewed David O. Russell, Julia Roberts, Macklemore. Okay, you want to talk about people that are hard to work with?
Yeah.
Thanks. I know. I have a headache.
Okay.
All right. Can we just get through with this?
That's your issue. Yeah.
Where's my makeup? I need a little bit. I need the whole thing. Okay.
What do you want?
Jesus. We're not gonna have another issue. Okay. What's your name again?
Rex Trenton.
My name is Tim Schiefer, and I'm here interviewing Mr. Rex Trenton. Rex, how are you?
I could be better.
Okay. How so?
You know, I don't want to talk about it. Is that okay with you? Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe, you know what? My mistake. I'm just going to get right into the questions. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And we'll just start like that. Well, now, first of all, Rex, can you explain to us why we're here to speak to you today?
Yeah. Well, because, see, for most of my life, I've been an artist, okay?
Oh, sure.
Ever since I was born, I've been an artist, all right? The moment I can crawl, I was painting Mona Lisas, okay? So I once realized it was
I don't mean to interrupt you. Could you elaborate? What does that mean, painting Mona Lisas?
that by the moment I was wearing diapers, I was creating masterpieces, okay? That's what I mean.
Okay, what would you say was your medium?
My what?
Your medium.
My medium?
Like, what did you work with that you were creating these masterpieces?
Anything I get my hands on.
I see.
Anything.
Okay.
Whatever I touch turned to gold.
You know, Rex, what would you say, was your first foray into, you know, the world of suit acting and the world of kaiju?
It's pronounced kaiju.
Or whatever, however it is. Okay, so what would you say got you into the world of suit acting and the world of whatever you saw?
Well, it was more out of necessity. See, I was spending some time in Japan, and I've always wanted to visit Toho Studios. So I was pulling out of the parking lot with my car, and unbeknownst to me, I accidentally ran over one of the suit actors. And for some reason, they didn't like that very much, and the police didn't like that much either. But as I was helping him up, I was telling him, oh man, both your legs are broken. I'm sorry about that. But hey, this is a pretty cool place. What do you do here? And he started to tell me about, how he's a suit actor for one of the series that he produced there. And so I had to know more. I had to figure out what the heck he was doing there. And so that really, sparked interest.
Now, what is it, perhaps you said, I've got you paying attention. What did you say what were you doing at Toho Studios?
I was trying to get my talent known. See, ever since I was a kid, I always saw Godzilla movies. It was everywhere. Everywhere I went, in the VHS stores and all that stuff. It was everywhere I went, so I figured, once I'm gonna go to Japan one day. I'm gonna meet Godzilla. So I went to Japan, and I went straight to Toho Studios once I found it.
How was it that you were hired by Toho?
Well, there may or may not have been some what you would call maybe bribe, but it was nothing to worry about.
Okay, so I mean, now did you're saying that you had to bribe the guards to get into the studio?
I wouldn't call it bribe. No. I mean, see, this
you actually just did.
See, you're mixing up my words, okay? Mixing up my words. All I meant is that I couldn't get in there, and so I just had to, haggle with the guy a little bit. Just said, listen, man, this is my dream, okay? I want to get in there. And so I just, had to figure out what he wanted, that's all.
Did you ever get into any kind of altercation with them, like physical violence?
Well, I wouldn't call a slight touch, an altercation. It was just this, simple as that. You were in my way, so I just had to gently move you out of the way. That's all.
Okay, so moving on from that, what would you say is your formal suit acting background?
I taught myself.
Taught yourself.
I taught myself.
You have no actual education on what it takes to be inside?
No. I don't need an education. Okay, I taught myself how to do this because that's how everyone else did it. See, the animals didn't come out, from the ocean and started saying, "Hey, I need to go to school to how to behave like an animal." No. They just knew it. Okay, the moment I was born, I knew it.
So what movie exactly were you supposed to be involved with?
They originally told me that after America had failed.
I'm sorry, is there something wrong? You need us to
No,
stop?
he's fine. He's fine. He's just talking. He needs a little neck adjustment. That's all. He gets some tension up in here sometimes. So I'm just working out the tension. He's been telling me he has trouble sleeping. When he has trouble sleeping, I just gently relax him and make sure that you just work those kinks out. It's okay.
It's right there. Oh, it's right there. Don't hand it to me. I said I need a drink. That's good.
What year would you say you were supposed to be performing for Toho Studios?
Well, it would have been around 2000 when they decided to reamp the franchise after America took a nice big step on it.
And I would like to go ahead and say right now that the opinions of World News does not reflect Mr. Trenton's opinions of the TriStar.
Excuse me?
I'm saying that we don't. I'm just saying that our company does not reflect your opinions of the Godzilla that came out from TriStar.
Right. So, I knew it. It was time. It was time for a reckoning. That I knew it was my destiny. It was my time for it was my time. It was absolutely my time. I heard it. Did you hear that? That's my destiny. I heard.
I think that's your air conditioner.
No. Oh. Listen. You hear that? Did you hear that? That was my destiny. All right. So I knew at that time it was time. So I went to Toho Studios and auditioned for Godzilla 2000.
I see. So I mean, what did you think perhaps of the approach taken by the suit actor that was involved,
Mr. Kitagawa.
Kitagawa, okay.
Yep.
And how were your feelings about him?
Listen. He wasn't Godzilla, okay? See, you need to have this here. It doesn't come from words on a page.
Sunglasses?
What about him?
You pointed at your sunglasses.
No, I mean this. Everything here. All of this. You need all of this. The whole human experience. Mr. Kitagawa, he didn't have that experience.
How so?
Because he didn't embroider Godzilla. He was just a man stomping around. He didn't feel him. I feel Godzilla.
Well, actually, one of the things my assistant researched, you said here that. Okay.
Yeah, everything's fine. Go ahead.
You said here that Mr. Kitagawa was.
What's the matter? Everything okay?
What just happened?
Nothing. Please continue. Who's waiting on you?
I would like to, so, I'm sorry, I'm a little rattled right now. I don't know what just happened. You said here in this article that you had a negative opinion of Mr. Kitagawa. If you could read for me what you said.
I can't read that.
Why is that?
I can't read that. It's too dark.
perhaps you should take your sunglasses off.
No, can't do that.
So, I mean, what would you say was, you know...
Everything's fine. Sit down. Please, sit down.
Have a seat.
Go on, have a seat. Everything's fine. Sit down.
Okay. Good.
Please, have a seat.
Now, you know, how would your approach, how would it have been different from say, Mr. Kagawa's?
See, I would have brought Godzilla back to who he is. Godzilla. Godzilla needs to be Godzilla. So you can't be giving what these other people are giving. No, Godzilla would have been pure, raw, full of explosion, feeling it, feel his every step, every move.
Okay, and so how would that have been different from what Mr. Kagawa ended up doing?
Because he was just moving. He was just, wheels on the bus go round and round. The wheels on this bus, they don't go round and round. They go forward. Only forward. He goes backwards. See, I move with intent. Every move is done with intent.
Okay, and what would have your Godzilla looked like?
Oh. See, I would have made sure that I used my core. We move as one. Fast. Are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
You laughing?
I'm not laughing, sir.
Excuse me. I've dedicated my life to this. I don't need you to laugh at it.
I'm not laughing.
Don't do that again.
I'm sorry.
So, I mean, why do you feel Toho didn't go with you, per se, over, Mr. Kagawa?
Well, they decided they didn't want to use me in their film. Creative differences.
All right. Well, what I actually did, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, some kind of invasion of privacy. What I actually did is I contacted Toho Studios. I brought up your name. They actually do remember you, and what they said is that you were never involved in the project in any point or in any kind of capacity on set or even on the lot. They did not want you around the ball.
See, that's what they want you to think. So it would have been too good for them. It was too good.
You're saying it's a cover-up?
Absolutely. From the moment I walked off that stage, I knew that they would cover it up. You can't handle raw power like that.
Okay, look, I can't have you doing things like that when I have high blood pressure. And if you can just tone that down a little bit.
No.
So, I had a couple more questions I was going to ask you. I really don't feel like being here anymore. So, let me just ask you this final question. What are your plans for the future?
I'm going to open up a school.
You're going to open up a school?
I'm going to open up a school.
An educational station?
A school. They're gonna understand how to live, how to walk the path of life.
Don't they get that in regular school?
No, not this school. This is the only school. This is the only school. It's gonna be right here.
Where, is there going to be some kind of legal waiver or documentation that people can sign?
No. I don't need any of that.
You're saying
True life doesn't need legalities.
You're saying
True life is what we have now. I don't need any of that. If someone wants to learn, they come to me so I can teach them. That's it.
Okay, so the thing is I feel like you should have this. If you're going to be teaching, kids, preteens, teens, adults that are
not exactly children. Not after the last incident but definitely college kids. Definitely college kids. Because, listen, they're ready to learn. Just starting out in life. You need ferrymen on the river Styx. I will be that ferryman. I'll carry them across.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you think you're doing there?
Change out your water.
What do you think you're doing?
Gotta change out your water. I'm doing my job.
I'm in the middle of an interview. What do you think you're doing?
I understand that, but I have to do my
No,
job.
no, no. Put a bottle back on the floor.
But I have to change out the
Back on
water.
the floor.
I have to change the
Back on
water.
the floor.
I have to change the water.
You're a scumbag. And your water bottle's a scumbag.
What are you talking about?
What's this? Where are you guys going?